TNA history in the X Factor bullet points. But for Christopher Daniels, his match back in 2001 against AJ Styles at the NWA's 53rd anniversary event still haunts him 4 years later. Consensus opinion of many wrestling experts is that Daniels put Styles on the wrestling map that night. Since then, AJ's done it all. The poster boy for TNA, in the words of Daniels. But tonight, Daniels has the chance to use that rage and jealousy against Styles.
Think about it, Mike. He has waited for this opportunity from the day he entered TNA. A chance to not only be X Division champ, a chance to beat this man right here for the title. The first time these two have ever locked up for the X Division title. And think about it, mano a mano, one-on-one, but AJ Styles has held this belt 4 times. He's won it every way imaginable.
No matter how Daniels spins it, there's no denying the phenomenal list of accomplishments for AJ Styles. Not just the only Triple Crown winner in TNA history, as NWA Tag Champ, NWA World Champ, and of course X Division Champion, but also voted Mr. TNA 2003 and 2004 by the most important critics of all. You, ladies and gentlemen, you, the TNA viewers, the TNA fans, at our website, TNAWrestling.com. All of these claims by Daniels about favoritism from Dusty Rhodes, these claims about protection by TNA management, they ring hollow to me because now, Don, all the talking, all the posturing, it's history. It's time to prove who's the best. What better way to do that than a 30-minute Iron Man match?
Think about it, Mike, because I'm listening to you going over all of AJ's accomplishments. He's not only done everything in TNA, including win Mr. TNA, he's done them all twice. Heavyweight championship, tag team championships, X Division championships 4 times. The guy's just good. Has it ever occurred to Christopher Daniels that he's just good?
This is the chance here for Daniels to prove to the world that he can really fuel that jealousy that he has. He can prove the claim that he is the most talented man in the X Division, and at the same time, he could become X Division champion for the first time.
Mike, I gotta ask you, what is the strategy here? Because you have no choice. You've gotta go 30 minutes. Most pinfalls or submissions in that time period wins this match. So how do you pace yourself? Obviously, these guys aren't worried about pacing themselves. They came out like Hagler and Hearns, the way they come out at each other. What is the strategy?
Well, you know, Daniels told us on Impact he would have absolutely no problem going the 30 minutes of the Iron Man rules. But Don, I think at the same time, the mental aspect of this match, it tells me that it would be so important to get that first fall, to prove something to your opponent. And really, at that time, once you go up 1-0, then you can change your strategy. It's going to be interesting to see who gets the first fall in this match.
Just think if you could be lucky enough to get like a 2-fall edge or a 3-fall edge, then I think you almost have to go into kind of a stall. I mean, the X Division title on the line. Wow, that was almost number 1 right there. AJ got him!
Rolls through and gets just a 2 count from referee Thomas. Another quick roll up by Styles and yet another 2 count.
I'll tell you what, I know how you think of AJ Styles. I know how I think of AJ Styles. You cannot do anything but respect him, but we also have an incredible respect for the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels. This guy is one phenomenal athlete. I've always called him the greatest athlete that's not won the X Division. And this is his chance finally. He might fight a little dirty sometimes, but I'll tell you something. He is so good. He's so crisp. He's so clean and fluid.
And so smart.
Thank you.
Daniels in his early 30s. 12 years as a pro. Styles in his mid...
Oh my God, AJ!
I was just going to mention that Daniels has twice the experience of Styles. And right in mid-sentence, AJ unleashes one of the fiercest drop kicks I've seen.
Boy, he just didn't hold out at all. Oh, look at this, AJ! Right off of a ring apron, Hurricane runs him into the concrete floor.
Comes running right off the apron, darts off in one move, hits the Hurricane Rana on Daniels.
Oh, that was unbelievable. We gotta see that again. Well, if we have a chance, I don't know if these guys are going to give us much opportunity for replays.
Yeah, we don't want to miss something important live, guys, on the truck. Let's see what happens here. Exchange of chops on the arena floor.
Ooh, nice elbow right there by Daniels, and a follow-up one by Styles.
Oh, what a forearm shot that was. Stiff shots from both champion and challenger.
We see this thing culminating the entire month. Every time on Impact, these two, they couldn't keep their hands off each other. And obviously the hatred that Christopher Daniels feels for AJ, he feels that AJ gets favoritism. The reason that he feels that way, or the reason that people see it that way, is because AJ is so good. He wins so often. He's held so many titles. Well, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best, and that's what the Fallen Angels got to do tonight. Oh, nice flip.
Deep arm drag by the X Division champion Styles. Opportunity here to neutralize the challenger. At the same time, catch your breath and formulate strategy. But what have we said about AJ through the years, Don? Is there anyone better at reacting instinctively on their feet?
No, I'll tell you what, it's amazing. We'll see him do some things that you feel like he's done. He's down and out, and all of a sudden, he'll find a way to turn the momentum, turn the tide, and nobody sees it happening as you see right here. They are just going back and forth and back and forth.
Side head scissors applied by Daniels, using his leg strength.
Look how he's smacking his leg right there to apply a little bit more pressure down there onto the neck.
You would think long term it would really be to your advantage.
Did you see that by AJ?
I did. Springs up to his feet and answers with an arm drag. You would think that one of your strategies has to be to try and take the wind away from your opponent in a match that's scheduled for 30 minutes, Don. Once this thing gets past the 20-minute mark, and again, this is Iron Man rules. 30-minute time limit, bottom line, most falls in that 30 minutes. Walks away the champion as you see the clock back on the screen as we go under 25 minutes.
Think about the action we've already seen, and it's only been 5 minutes. These guys have got to go 30, and there's not been a pinfall yet. You mentioned it earlier, Mike. Somebody needs to get one quickly, because that just gives you such a great advantage. It starts to get into the mind of the other one, too, if the time's running out. But there's still plenty of time. You've got to pick your spot. You don't want to go for something and miss it and give a pin to the other guy.
It's really something you have to think about in terms of using a high-risk move. Because if you do not connect on a move, and you're right, if you give your opponent a pin or a submission win, you're really behind it right from the start, down 1-0.
The last thing you want to do is give up a pin on a quick roll-up, somewhere they just catch you off guard. But these guys are so good, it's just hard to believe that can happen.
Parrot kicks to the side of the head by Styles.
Ooh, right to the back. Oh, look at this.
Drilling in with another kick and then goes right back for the cover. And this is very wise strategy by Styles. Why not go for that pin?
Oh, he's gone for 3 of them right in a row. He feels like one of these he might get. One of these is going to stick. I mean, Daniels has got to be concentrating on making sure he keeps getting that shoulder up. And look at what AJ's doing, pulling on the arm, just taking the arm and pulling it out of the shoulder socket right there.
Yeah, trying to hyperextend the elbow at the same time as well as work on the shoulder. Armbar applied here by Styles.
I mean, think about what AJ's doing. It's a smart move. I mean, who's going to go 30 minutes if their shoulders separated? I mean, that's not a bad strategy.
Daniels fights out of the hammerlock, series of elbows. Oh, what a forearm smash, but you can see him favoring the arm.
Yep, he sure did. He took that shoulder and, man, he just yanked on it. It cost him right there. He's going to have to figure out a way to block that out, and you can see him. Man, he is. He's grabbing that elbow.
Another arm drag by Styles sends Daniels out to the floor. Watch AJ fly.
Here he comes. Oh, he goes through. He went right through the ropes and just kicks him and nails him right into the concrete floor. Unreal.
Another stiff drop kick by Styles right into the face of Daniels.
What's he going to do right here?
Look out from the top.
Oh.
Rethinks things.
Well, if it doesn't work, you just don't do it. Oh, man.
Maybe on second thought you do.
I'll tell you what, it was almost like Daniels was daring him. Just daring him, and AJ said, all right, I'll do it anyway. Let's see if we can see that again, how high he gets up right here. And